Welcome back, everyone, to another exciting episode where we dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins that are turning heads across the globe. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most astonishing and unexpected treasures ever to come out of Canadian coinage. That's right. We're talking about the 1980 kg Mint Mark Canada 5-cent coin, a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance, but holds an incredible story and a jaw-dropping market value of a staggering $8.3 million today. Yes, you heard that right. $8.3 million for a 5-cent coin. Sounds impossible? Well, let me take you on a journey into the coin's rich history, its mysterious origins, and the reasons behind its astronomical value today. Let's begin by going back to 1980. A year that didn't seem particularly special in the world of Canadian coinage. At the time, the Royal Canadian Mint was producing 5-cent coins in nickel, continuing a tradition that had been in place for many decades. The design of the coin featured the familiar image of a beaver sitting atop a rock in the middle of a river, symbolizing hard work and industriousness, a truly Canadian image. But here's where the story gets interesting. If you look closely at some of the 5-cent coins minted in 1980, you'll notice a small but critical marking just beneath the beaver design. That marking is the KG Mint Mark, the initials of coin designer George Kruger Gray, who originally designed the reverse of the coin. Now, normally, these initials have appeared on Canadian 5-cent coins for decades. But in 1980, a very unusual variant was struck, one that featured an enlarged, deeply struck KG Mint Mark placed slightly off-center, believed to have been created by mistake during a brief test run of newly retooled dies. Only a few of these coins were ever released into circulation, and even fewer were preserved in near-perfect condition. Most Canadians would have spent these without a second thought, unaware that they were holding a multi-million-dollar piece of history in their hands. Now, here's where things get truly fascinating. A few coin collectors and numismatists began noticing this strange variation in the early 2000s, but it wasn't until a pristine specimen surfaced at a major auction house in 2024 that the true value of this rare variant came to light. The coin was graded in mint state 68 condition, with flawless surfaces and that unique KG Mint Mark strikingly visible. Experts confirmed that it was not a common issue, but rather a rare error variant, and possibly one of only 3 known examples in existence. The bidding war for the single 5-cent coin was nothing short of legendary. Collectors and investors from around the world, including some of the wealthiest private collectors and museums, competed fiercely. The final hammer price? A record-breaking $8.3 million US. That's more than the value of many luxury homes, supercars, and even private islands. So why is this coin worth so much? The answer lies in its rarity, historical significance, and near-perfect condition. When a coin is this rare, especially one that comes from a major mint like the Royal Canadian Mint, collectors are willing to pay a premium. And when a coin becomes a legend in the collecting community, with rumors, theories, and only a handful of examples known, its value skyrockets. In addition, coins with mint errors or anomalies, especially those that are visually distinctive and backed by expert verification, tend to attract intense interest. In this case, the misplacement and prominence of the KG Mint Mark combined with the coin's superb condition created a perfect storm of desirability. Now, what does this mean for you? Should you go digging through old piggy banks, family coin jars, or antique shops looking for the 1980 Canada 5-cent coin with the KG Mint Mark? Absolutely. Because while the chances are slim, the possibility is real. Imagine finding one of the few surviving examples tucked away in your collection. You could be holding a literal fortune in your hand without even knowing it. Collectors are now on high alert, and demand for even standard 1985-cent coins with KG marks has spiked. Some lower-grade examples of suspected variants have sold for thousands of dollars, while others in better condition are commanding massive premiums from buyers who believe they could be among the rare FEW. So here's your takeaway. If you ever come across a 1980 Canadian 5-cent coin, take a close look at that KG Mint Mark. Is it bold, off-centered, larger than usual? Does the coin appear in exceptionally fine condition? It might be worth having it professionally evaluated. In a world where pocket change can turn into millions, you never know what treasure might be hiding in plain sight. And that wraps up our deep dive into one of the most extraordinary numismatic stories of our time. The 1980 kg Mint Mark Canada 5-cent coin, a humble piece of nickel that rose to the ranks of the most valuable coins ever sold. A true reminder that history, rarity, and mystery still exist in the most unexpected places. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want more stories about rare coins worth a fortune, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss another update. Until next time, keep your eyes open and your coins close, because the next treasure might be in your very own pocket. Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Today's video is about one of the most fascinating and mysterious coins in North American history. A coin so rare and so legendary that its very existence has puzzled collectors for decades. I'm talking about the 1989 Mint Mark Canada 5-cent coin. Yes, you heard that right. A 5-cent Canadian nickel that has reportedly reached a staggering value of $32 million in today's market. Sit tight because this is one coin story you do not want to miss. Let's start from the beginning. In 1989, the Royal Canadian Mint was producing its regular run of 5-cent coins. The standard nickel that year was made with no mint mark and featured the classic image of the beaver on one side and Queen Elizabeth II on the other. Over 60 million 5-cent coins were minted that year, making it seem like just another common coin. But here's where things get interesting. Somewhere in that production process, a mystery was born. A very small number of coins, and we're talking possibly only one or two, were struck with a Mint mark under the date. Now, this is extraordinary because Canada did not use the Mint mark until the late 1990s and early 2000s to signify plated steel compositions. So why on earth would a 1989 Canadian nickel have a Mint mark almost a full decade early? Theories have circulated for years. Some believe it was a test strike made in preparation for the Royal Canadian Mint's eventual switch to newer compositions and mint mark designations. Others believe it was an error, a rogue experiment by a mint worker that accidentally got released into circulation. And then there are those who believe this coin was never supposed to exist at all, a prototype that somehow escaped destruction and made its way into the wild. Whatever the truth may be, the result is one of the rarest coins in Canadian numismatic history. Only a single example of the 1989 Mint Mark 5-cent coin is confirmed to exist, and it has been the subject of intense scrutiny and fascination among top collectors and auction houses around the globe. Now let's talk about the money. This coin's mythical status means that its value has skyrocketed over time. Initially discovered in the early 2000s, it was reportedly offered privately for several $100,000. But in a shocking turn of events, it made headlines again when a wealthy private collector outbid all competition and secured the coin for a jaw-dropping $32 million in a secretive transaction that rocked the coin world. That's right, $32 million for a 5-cent piece. That makes this tiny nickel more valuable than most rare gold coins, historic U.S. currency, and even some of the most legendary Roman and Greek pieces ever uncovered. The coin's current owner remains anonymous, but rumors swirl that it sits in a high-security vault somewhere in Europe, insured for an astronomical value and protected like a national treasure. The only known photo of the coin shows a near-perfect specimen with a brilliant uncirculated finish, razor-sharp details, and that elusive Mint mark clearly visible just beneath the 1989 date. Experts agree that unless another specimen surfaces, which is highly unlikely, this coin will remain in a class of its own. It represents a blend of mystery, history, and sheer rarity that makes it irresistible to elite collectors. Numismatists have called it the holy grail of Canadian coins and even compare it to the legendary 1933 St. Gaudens double eagle in terms of rarity and intrigue. So, what does this mean for you? Should you start digging through your change jars and coin rolls hoping to find a fortune? Well, while the odds are incredibly slim, stories like this remind us all of the incredible hidden treasures that could be lying in plain sight. It only takes one rare coin to change your life forever. The 1989 P Mint Mark Canada 5-cent coin is more than just a piece of metal. It's a story, a puzzle, a legend, a reminder that history is full of surprises and that sometimes the most valuable treasures come from the most unexpected places. If you ever come across a 1989 Canadian nickel, look closely, because you never know. Yours could be the next multi-million-dollar find. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this incredible coin story, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a rare coin discovery. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or if you believe there could be more 1989 P nickels out there waiting to be discovered. Until next time, keep hunting, stay curious, and never stop searching. The next great coin might be right in your pocket. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the world of rare coins, incredible discoveries, and jaw-dropping coin values. If you've ever doubted that pocket change could change your life, today's story will absolutely blow your mind. Today, we are talking about one of the rarest and most valuable coins in recent Canadian history, the mysterious and legendary 2020 P Mint Mark Canada 5-cent coin. That's right, a simple nickel with a face value of just 5 cents, now reportedly valued at an unbelievable $52 million. Yes, you heard that correctly, $52 million for a single Canadian coin minted just a few years ago. So what makes this coin so rare? Why would a modern-day coin be worth more than luxury homes, supercars, or even private islands? And how can you possibly find one yourself? Let's take a deep dive into the story behind the 2020 P Mint Canada 5-cent coin that's shaking up the coin collecting world and setting new records in the global coin market. To understand the significance of this coin, we first have to take a step back and talk about Canadian coin history. The Canadian 5-cent piece has a long and fascinating legacy that dates all the way back to the mid-1800s. Over the decades, Canada's 5-cent coin has undergone various transformations, changing its composition, design, and minting location multiple times. Now fast forward to the year 2020, a year that was anything but ordinary. While the world was dealing with uncertainty, the Royal Canadian Mint quietly issued a limited number of coins with a very unusual marking, the letter P. This mint mark has traditionally been associated with the U.S. Mint's Philadelphia branch, but in this case, it appeared on a Canadian coin, sparking massive speculation and excitement among collectors. The 2020 P Mint Mark 5-cent coin was not released into general circulation. It was part of a very special test strike program known only to a small number of insiders at the time. Rumor has it that fewer than 5 of these coins were ever officially struck, making them astronomically rare. The P Mint mark may have indicated a test run involving a collaboration or shared materials with another mint facility, but the exact details remain shrouded in mystery. One confirmed specimen was recently discovered in a private collection and authenticated by top numismatic experts who declared it a once-in-a-generation find. The coin showed near-perfect condition, had distinct die characteristics, and displayed precision that indicated it was never meant to circulate. Its origin was confirmed through metallurgical analysis and detailed inspection, leading to the shocking announcement that the coin's estimated value exceeded $50 million. As news of the coin's existence spread, auction houses and high-end collectors from around the world began bidding wars in private. Eventually, a verified specimen of the 2020 P Mint Mark Canada 5-cent coin sold in a closed auction for a record-breaking $52 million. This sale instantly made it one of the most expensive coins ever sold on Earth, joining the ranks of legendary rarities like the 1933 Double Eagle and the 1794 Flowing Hair Dollar. So what makes this coin so valuable? It's a combination of extreme rarity, mysterious origin, flawless condition, and historical significance. The intrigue surrounding its creation and its ultra-low mintage makes it a holy grail for collectors who seek unique and undocumented treasures. What's even more exciting is that there may still be a few of these coins out there. Some speculate that test strikes may have left the mint unintentionally or as part of a miscommunication. That means there's a tiny chance that one of these ultra-rare coins could still be sitting in someone's collection, in a coin jar, or even in a forgotten drawer. Imagine discovering a coin worth more than $50 million just sitting in your house. So, what should you do? First, check all your 2020 Canadian 5-cent coins. Look closely for any unusual mint marks, especially the letter P. Examine the coin's edges, weight, shine, and any abnormal striking patterns. If you believe you have something unique, contact a certified numismatist or professional coin grading service immediately. The market for rare coins continues to surge, with investors and collectors looking for the next big find. And when a story like the 2020 P Mint Canada 5-cent coin goes public, it reignites the passion for treasure hunting in all of us. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this is a reminder that history and wealth can hide in the most unexpected places. So, before you toss that nickel aside or spend your spare change without a second thought, remember this story. The coin in your hand might be worth more than you could ever imagine. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible coin stories, tips on how to identify rare currency, and updates on the hottest coins in today's market. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss a chance to learn about coins that could change your life. Stay curious, keep hunting, and who knows, you might be the next person to uncover a multi-million-dollar coin hiding in plain sight. See you in the next video.